Be number 2, MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking, right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Ay. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills.
Here we go! 18 Gator.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
You got nothing.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Buddy up, Mike. 56 is the mic. Double dog, double dog. Okay.
To throw on 3rd down. Manuel. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And some room to maneuver. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
From the gun, Manuel. That's complete to John Ross. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Here's Manuel. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
First carry for Darius Geis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Manuel. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Murray. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. 66. Pull it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Manuel. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. And it's caught. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
You want no problem. You want no problem for me.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check.
Operating from the gun. Manuel. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Gregory, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play action. Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Protein spill. Shit.
To throw again. Manning. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Look at me. Zipper.
Manning going to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Geis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Looking to throw. Manuel into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover like that. I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
On the double.
Mike 6. You must be true.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Jumping. Yep. Motion.
Hey, check him out.
Shotgun now for Manning. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. In for the score. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On first down, this is Geis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line. Go, go, go.
2nd and 11. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's coming. 80 weapons. He's coming. Double up. Sponge.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On 1st and 10, Manuel. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. On 3rd and 2, Manuel. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Manuel, a desperation heave for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Good team on it. Good team on it. Hey, let's get in
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 25-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. It's Gregory, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Got it. 5, 6. And we're pretty quiet, team. General West. Check. 2.
On 3rd down, Manning. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
I should have known, baby. Ready. 10 over. Double tight, guys, double tight.
And Manning keeps it himself. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for Bills. First down.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Manuel. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Kill. Turn it up.
After the sack on first down, Manuel. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Down from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Manuel. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Manuel. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Back to throw. Manuel, he'll take a and it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Recon, 152 fighter. But Haywood.
They'll run it again with Penny. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, a touchdown, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Manning to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Throwing to start the drive. Manuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Throwing again. Manuel. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this is Simpson with a catch. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Manuel. This will be caught at about the 5.
Come on now. Let's go.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw. Manuel. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
After the penalty, it's Penny. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now again, right side, Gregory. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gregory. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try the left side. It's Gregory. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Colts 28, Bills 19.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamal Agnew, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return will stop right around the 25. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Operating from the gun. Manuel. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Watch twitch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Manuel. And the pressure gets to him again.
Come on, Ryan. We better not.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Colts, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Pick on the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skill, you did.
Playing skill.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They Ella, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause I on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, please. I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick then hit with the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour